Make some noise for Jamie Campbell. Yeah, Monday night, how the fuck are we doing? Shit, yeah, I know it's early in the week. Are we getting sexually active this week? Is that happening out here? Not a lot of people saying that. That's all right. It's all right. If you guys are sexually active, you might want to try this out. You've heard of this 69 position. Very popular with all the kids. You guys ought to give it a whirl. I don't know if you know about this position. When I was younger and I first heard of the 69 position, I was under the impression there was a numerical list. And this one just fell 69th in order. Then I saw the numbers were put together. I was like, oh, I see what you're doing there. That is clever. That is clever. And that's when I came up with a position. A sexual pioneer, you guys. I invented this position. Is the 96 position. And what that is, that's where you and your lover proceed to fart on the back of each other's necks. Nobody gets pregnant. Do it wrong, you might get pink eye, but nobody gets pregnant. You know, now that we have text messaging, not a lot of people doing phone sex anymore. But I love it. I got hooked on it back when it was my dad paying the bill. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 90s, you know, you could call a 900 number, pay several dollars per minute to say filthy things to a complete stranger. It's a good time. And to this day, I'm still hooked on it, but on a comedian's budget, I cannot afford those numbers. So I found a way around it. What I've been doing is calling the suicide hotline, because that's free. Oh, wow. I answer the phone, and I'm like, hey, yeah, what are you wearing? I'm like, sir, I don't see how that's relevant. Tell me what you're wearing, or I'll kill myself! Somebody's coming for free. Any of you guys like to do karaoke? Yeah, a few people. You guys love karaoke. I love it so much. Seeped its way into other parts of my life. Like non-karaoke, regular parts of my life. I'm trying to explain to you guys, I have karaoke sex. And what karaoke sex is it's where I find a woman that somebody else has already fucked really well. And then I fuck her poorly. In public. That's how that works. Anybody here ever done any prison time? Has that happened? Yeah, no, not a lot of woos. I never get a lot of big responses for the prison time. Never been to prison myself either, but if you guys don't mind, I'm going to kick it to you on the real tip here. A little true life story. I did spend a weekend in juvie when I was 12 years old in Albuquerque, New Mexico. At the time, I was hanging around. Did somebody boo Albuquerque? Did that happen?
I said, oh shit, because he's from there.
Oh shit, he is from there. We'll talk later. Right now, I'm going to do comedy. Is that cool? So my mom was scared because I was hanging out with some undesirables, some real thug life individuals, and she's like, "Fuck, we gotta do something about this. I'm worried about my son and his future." So she comes up with a plan to scare me straight. And at this time, I used to yell at my mom a lot. Didn't matter what she was doing. I always thought she was on my case. I was like, "Hey, Jamie, are you ready for dinner? Are you ready for get off my back?" I said 12 years old, I thought the world was against me. So she had a plan. She's like, well, he's going to yell at me again soon. She just told the neighbor, call the cops next time he yells at me. We're going to have him arrested. We're going to scare this fucker straight. So I start yelling at her, and fucking the neighbors call the cops. They come. Holy shit, I'm getting fucking arrested for yelling at my mom. They put me in cuffs, take me to the fucking station, and then I end up in juvie, and they do the full fucking thing. They give me the full treatment. Cuffs too tight, very uncomfortable ride. And I get there, they make me fucking drop my pants, spread my cheeks, do a little cavity search. 12 years old. What am I going to sneak in, a G.I. Joe? Come on. And they put me on cell block D. Cell block D, I'm 12 years old, and I'm on the cell block where everybody else is 17 and a half years old, has been tried as an adult, and when they turn 18 in 6 months, they're going to be transferred to a maximum security federal penitentiary. I yelled at my mom. And that's where I'm at. I remember these guys. There was one dude fucking had Charles Manson hair and just pale skin and evil mustache named Carl, which is not a very menacing name, but a very scary guy. I also remember Barney. He was 6'6", shaved head, Aryan Nation looking motherfucker, walked around with a constant hard-on. And his dick was about the size of a ball-peen hammer. Very menacing, very frightening. And they had this area. Regular prisons have the yard. This place just had the gymnasium. And we went to the gym, and the rule was you had to be doing something. You could not just stand around. So you could play basketball. I wasn't invited to a game that day. But they also had this like universal weightlifting machine. I was like, well, I got to do something. So I went over there, and there's a leg press. I pulled the pin out, so I'm not pressing any weight. Just like 10 pounds. And I just kept my legs moving and stared at the wall, trying not to cry. A couple minutes later, I'm surrounded by inmates, and I'm just staring at the wall, and one guy goes, "Hey, motherfucker, that's my wall." I'm like, oh, shit. So I look at another wall. Wouldn't you know it? That one belonged to somebody too. All 4 walls, ceiling, floor, already spoken for. And at that point, I don't know what to do. I shivered a little bit, and a single tear trickled down. That's like blood in the water for sharks. They're like, "All right, motherfucker, what you in for?" I was like, "Oh, yelling at my mom." Probably should have made something up. Like, "You piece of shit, I never even met my mom. I'm gonna fuck you up." And then some other dude whispers in my ear, goes, "Hey man, you like dick?" I was like, probably not the best time to be tongue-in-cheek, but I go, "Yeah, I'll be honest with you, never tried it." And I don't want to seem narrow-minded, but I'm going to assume probably no. And he's like, "Well, you're going to find out in the showers." So I went to the showers. By the way, just disclaimer here, I don't get raped in this story. I just want to let you know. A lot of times I get to this point, people are like, "I don't know if I can follow along anymore. I don't want to hear this odd confession that I thought was a comedy show." I get out of it, but follow along here, because I don't think I'm getting out of it when I go to the shower at 12. 4 shower heads, 4 people. Normally when you shower in a public place with other dudes, you face the wall. Not here. Everybody else, I'm facing the wall at my shower head. Everybody else got water hitting them in the back as they face my virgin butthole. Including Ball-Peen Dick Barney. Right there. And a few other people. I don't know, they've got the shrinkage thing in Seinfeld where you go in the pool, your dick shrinks. Also, when you're scared for your life, your dick gets small. It's scared too. I don't know what they thought was going to happen to it, because it was my butthole they were focused on. But I remember turning around, my penis looked like an Audi belly button. And one dude goes, "Look at that tiny white dick." I was like, "Oh." I skated out of there, luckily free. Next day, visitation. My mom comes to visit me in juvie, and she's got this just knowing smirk on her face, like, he's learning his lesson. And I looked at her and I said, "Mom, they're gonna rape me." Smile, go. And here's my mom's solution. She goes, "Oh, no, you know what, I'll tell them not to." Well, that is a brilliant plan. Why hasn't every rape victim ever thought of that? Hey, could you not? Oh, well, in that case, good day. Fuck, I was like, I'll handle this on my own. I didn't know what I was going to fucking do. Shit. And here's how I get out of it. They find out, because 1992, Nirvana had just come out. They find out that I listen to Nirvana and the Ghetto Boys. And they're like, "Oh shit, this little motherfucker listens to some cool music. He's cool." They high-five me. Suddenly, because I know the lyrics that smells like Teen Spirit, I'm not getting a dick in my butt. It's real weird. So last night I'm in juvie. You gotta remember, we're all still minors. One guy's mom gives us a treat, and we in the common room, they decide they're gonna let us watch a movie. This guy's mom buys Little Caesar's pizza for us. Not much of a treat. But we get that. Little Caesar's pizza. Real hoot. And they let us watch a movie because we've been good that week. No rapes. Here's a treat. And the treat was Steven Seagal's classic film, Out for Justice. Yeah. Real hit. But everything comes with a lesson, you know. You don't just get to watch a movie. We had to write an essay. And the essay was, "What does justice mean to you?" I remember mine, 1 sentence. "To me, justice means you don't get raped for yelling at your mom." And that was my experience. Thanks, you guys. You've been fantastic. I'm Campbell.